Hello truckers and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are in St. Louis tonight on a Friday night, it looks like. Let's go to bed like we always do. Wake up the morning and we got to get to Nashville kind of early this morning. If I remember, we're taking some cans and it needs to be there, well, it needs to be there today. Anytime, well, by the time our day ends, we better be there. It shouldn't take us too long to get there for sure. There's our Vistaprint full of cans. I want to say aluminum cans, but that's a lot of weight for aluminum cans. I'm trying to remember how many miles we were out of Nashville. Not too far. Let me get turned around here. And GPS is telling me I should go to the right, so I'm not going to argue with GPS. So 357 miles to go to Nashville. I'm currently going to get there about 1:30 in the afternoon. Like I said, needs to be there by the end of the day. And then from there, who knows where we're going to go. I mean, we want to go towards the East Coast to the Carolinas. That's what I'd like to do, but we'll have to wait and see what Nashville has to offer. The good thing is when I checked the map at the end of the last episode, it looked like there was a lot of businesses in the... You can make it. A lot of businesses in the Nashville area, so we should have a good choice, I would think. Well, let's get on the road and get these cans delivered to Nashville. So, like I've been saying for many episodes, I've had a couple of comments. I know one person wanted me to come to St. Louis. We are in St. Louis, and you're probably disappointed. And now we're going to get to Nashville and see what Nashville has to offer. I think I've been to Nashville once on my other profile. Nothing that I had in the video, but I think I've been to there once, but I wasn't paying too much attention to what's going on because I've never been to Nashville myself. Yes, I had to think about that for a second. Yes, never been to Nashville myself. I had to think about that. But nope, have not been there. Almost caught myself like, wait, have I been there? Then I went, nah, you haven't been there. Maybe in my dreams, but no, have not been there. I'm thinking we're going to get to Nashville before, it's like I was saying, it's saying like 20 after 1. I guess by the time we get on the interstate, I'm going to think we're probably going to be flying along the interstate. And yeah, we're going to try to get to the East Coast. I do want to check at some point, well, I say at some point, it's going to be at the end of the video. Hopefully I can remember at this stage. But I want to see if anyone in Denver is taking our lowboy, the trailer that we put into the garage. I thought about maybe getting another trailer because we do have 40 grand, but that little boy did cost us quite a bit. And if I do get another trailer, I gotta send it to one of our garages, which are way in the Rockies or on the West Coast. So, yeah, not gonna work out. Not gonna work out. I do want to save up the cash to get another truck and driver on the road. And we're not, I don't want to say, we're not that far really from doing so. When I say we're not that far, it's still going to take, I don't know, half dozen episodes, maybe, at least. But it's not like the early days where we're only bringing in a couple $1,000s a day. We're bringing in a good amount of cash now. So, yeah, we just need about another $90,000. See how it goes, and I'm getting paid today $1,800 for this load, and this load started in Kansas City to Nashville, so not that far. Alright, let's put the pedal down to the floor. 70 miles an hour is the speed limit. Like I said, I'm not really in a rush to get there. The load needs to be there by like 6 o'clock in the evening. We quit at 5, so I just need to get there today. And like I said, hopefully we can find something to the Carolinas and then scoot on down the coast, sweep through Georgia, and just cut straight right back across to the West Coast. That's what I feel like doing. A part of me may want to go back down to Florida because maybe some of you have caught onto the series kind of late and didn't go back and watch from the beginning, or may have skipped a few episodes, which is fine. So maybe we'll travel down to Florida. You can really see what they did to the Florida on the coast-to-coast map. I know I said I'll look into maybe doing the other Canadian map. But, yeah, we're definitely going to hit to the Carolinas, then go south. So it'll be a while before we get back up to Canada. We've done Pro Mods Canada, which is, you know, in the big picture, is kind of small because it's like maybe half dozen cities, and they're all relatively close to one another. So it's pretty much go up there, and it's either quick turnarounds from one city to another. But usually what I find when I get up there, it's pretty much go up there and you're heading back out down to the lower 48. That's the way it seems to be. But I haven't checked on the map either, but usually I get an email from them, from ProMods, when they have an expansion or all that kind of stuff. And I really haven't seen nothing either. I missed it or it just hasn't happened. But I really haven't dove into it to see if they're doing any. I'm pretty sure they're working on it, just don't know exactly what they're doing. So you can kind of see where, you know, when we left St. Louis, it was saying like 120, 130-ish, we'll get there. But now that we're on the interstate, you can see we're slowly chipping away at that time. And traffic is playing really nice to me. I mean, it's we're not catching anyone too fast. It's not really clustered around us. It's getting along very nicely. I did make, yeah, kind of late to check to see if you did fuel up. I was like, I always try to fuel up at the end of an episode. There's been a few episodes to where I didn't do that because we weren't near a fuel station. But I don't know why I'm checking now. It's kind of late. We're already on the road. I don't think I've been to the Carolinas on the coast-to-coast map since it first came out, or since I first started using it. Nashville is turning up here, so I need to get back over this lane and take the exit. And apparently I've been through this intersection before. Keep the hammer down. Alright, better slow up some because traffic is slowing down up here. Not much of an on-ramp there, is there? So it's kind of fun with the trailer for a bit. I just forgot that when I got the trailer that, yeah, you gotta allow about a half hour to an hour for load and unload time. So it does cut into your day a little bit. So keep that in mind. I mean, if you don't have the sleep mode on, then I don't think it's going to affect you too much. But if you got the sleep mode on like we do, it can cut into your hours for the day. Now, technically, since I'm not driving, I could have added an extra hour onto my drive time because we weren't driving. We were just parked and not driving at all. I don't know if that. I know some people may say, well, that counts because you're on the clock, but technically, you're not driving on the road, so. I probably could have added another hour of drive time those days, but we'll keep it. We're going to try to keep it simple. This drive from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Advance time to 8 o'clock at night, and then sleep the 10 hours that we do. Good old 3 lanes. I like the 3 lanes. This gives you a little bit more space. Always there for you. Never heard of the Pitt, Ohio trucking company. I assume that's short for Pittsburgh and Ohio region. You got plenty of room to get in behind me because I'm already kind of past you. So when I get to Nashville, where exactly company are we going to? We're going to the Portland Cargo Central. I'm really not familiar with that one at all, so I have to see when I get there what we're actually looking at. Always move over so the people coming on the on-ramps can get on the interstate smoothly. if you can help it. Just reading the road signs and kind of gives me, oh, looks like maybe we're coming up to an exit. That's ours. Actually, when I came to that last intersection, I said, oh, apparently I've been through here. I'm not sure I actually have. It may be that GPS already clicked that intersection as I was approaching it. Because I don't remember actually going through Tennessee yet. So I think I may have misspoke back there. Are we coming up to our exit or not? No, now it's saying Nashville is straight ahead. So I might as well get back in this lane and get around that expensive lumber that guy's hauling. The price of lumber has gone so far up in the past year. Well, hello, Kentucky. The grass doesn't look as blue as I thought it would. Yeah, I might as well stay in this lane. I don't think I'm holding anyone up. And plus, looks like I'll be passing these cars here very shortly anyways. 170 miles to go. Right now, it looks like we picked up about an hour since we left this morning, because now we're scheduled to get there at 20 after 12. Which is good, because I hate getting a delivery done like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and only having 2 hours left on the clock. Because by the time you go pick up your load and actually get out of town, you only got about another hour or so on the clock, and it's hard to find a rest area sometimes, especially when you leave and get on the coast-to-coast map. Now, for those of you who played on the coast-to-coast map when it first came out, you remember the early days. There were, rest areas. That was the reason why I turned off the sleep mode way back when, and I got used to it, not having the sleep mode on. Just a matter of just go here, go there. It didn't matter. It was hard to find rest areas in the early days. But now it's, I don't want to say it's, there's this areas where you're kind of hung up on trying to get rest areas, but I think they've done rather well popping in rest areas on the interstates, so they're not too far in between. Looks like that guy's tailgating just a little bit. Hope there's not a little bit of road rage going on between those two. It seems kind of, I don't think I've ever seen AI traffic actually tailgate that close on the interstate before. Let's get around these two people so we don't get involved in something that we don't want to get involved in. But so far, not that much I'm seeing for scenery on the interstate going through Missouri now that we're in Kentucky. Starting to get a little bit more trees and foliage back on the side of the roads. Chewing in those miles pretty darn good. Now we're going to get there just before noon. And at the rate we're going, may get there by 12:15. Just in time to make that loan payment. We'll kind of drive around Tennessee a little bit. Basically, we're going to drive into wherever our load is going and to wherever we're taking a load from. I will try to take a load from a different location than what we're delivering so we can get to drive around Nashville a little bit. But I'm not expecting Nashville to look like what you think it's going to look. Same thing, like I said to the person who wants to see St. Louis. It's like, yeah, we'll go there, but I don't think it's not going to be St. Louis-y. It's just like, I don't think Nashville's going to be Nashville-y. Nashville, how do you say it? St. Louis-y and Nashville. It's not going to look like Nashville. And looks like we're coming up on the state line. So goodbye, Kentucky. And hello, Tennessee. Just having a quick look around here, see what we got for scenery. So it looks like maybe Tennessee might be done over a little bit better than I remember it being. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've been through Tennessee and ATS. I'm just going to assume that we're going to be on this interstate all the way to Nashville, so probably in like 60 some odd miles. You know me, if my exit's coming up and I got a little bit of space, I'm going to merge in there. Just turn the direction light on and swing over. Is my exit coming up? I think so. And I can sneak in here, I think. Looks like I'm just going to follow all the other truckers, like we got a convoy going on here. Just none of you stop. It's the only thing I don't like, following AI traffic off an interstate onto another one, because I gotta turn, look for traffic, and you think they're all just going to go over. Not necessarily. Alright, we're going to be in Nashville in just a moment. I would like to get around all these trucks, that way if my exit does come up, which I'm pretty sure it's going to here soon, that I can just get right on over. Let me guess, this is going to be my exit coming up. As I peek harder at the GPS. No, maybe I'm going straight through. Knoxville, Huntsville, Nashville. Just full of vills down here. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out... Looks like I'm taking the off-ramp and going under. Okay. Ooh, got a green light. So on the outskirts of Nashville. That's a Chevy car down there. No one, is that a Volt? One of the Chevy Volts? I have no idea. Come on, JB Hunt. Oh, okay. I was like, what did I just do? It's 11:30. That's our loan payment. I think I would be really used to that by now in the midday, but sometimes it catches me off guard. So it looks like our destination is going to be right up here on the right-hand side. I cannot see nothing around this JB Hunt trailer. Hello, Nashville. Alright, so it's going to be right next to the FedEx building, and we're going to the Portland cargo thingamajigger. That's a technical term. I'm going to swing wide here. Okay, this kind of looks familiar, this setup. Why do you got me turning here to the FedEx? So wait, is this one of those I gotta drive through the FedEx area? Okay, now this seems proper that there's a FedEx building with an airport next to it, because I think FedEx has a huge hub in Nashville. So I would consider that proper. It says I'm going here. Oh, okay, wait. I see where I got to back up to. Okay, wasn't quite think it was going to be in there, but it is. Let's get myself set up for this. Hopefully, we can back up today. In the last episode, I think that was the last episode, I had a little trouble backing up the first time. I was like, man, that was terrible. Don't be shy and admit that you fast forwarded through that, because I think I would have. And today, not a problem. Alright, and this one here I can decouple. And let's go ahead and collect on this here. Perfect. I wonder how much of a screenshot this is going to look like. Let me go ahead and see, because we're at the airport for FedEx, so that could be kind of interesting of a screenshot here. This camera mode is not going to do me well, so I might go in the free mode. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's go to drive and hit the 0 key, then fly around and get a little bit better of a picture. Maybe. Now, so Nashville looks like, because one person did want me to come through Nashville. I mean, Nashville looks like it is done over rather nicely. Just actually got the stadium over there and everything. Let's get down here and see if we can. Where's that FedEx? Wasn't there a FedEx plane? I thought I saw a FedEx plane somewhere. Maybe it took off. Is there one down here? I would have made that a FedEx airplane. Just saying. I thought I saw a FedEx airplane when I drove in. Must be not. Alright, I'll take a thumbnail. I'll be with you in a second. Alright, with that all taken care of, let's go to the freight market. We are in Nashville, as you do know. Let's go ahead and click on Nashville. And let's see. We got one down to back to Arkansas, but that's the wrong way. Georgia. North Carolina, South Carolina. Come on, North Carolina, South Carolina. Well, there's one to Richmond, Virginia. So that might be a potential one. It's on the third page. I'll have to remember that. New Mexico. Well, here's one to South Carolina. Alright, let me go back to the one. So I really have to go through more. I'd like to try to cover Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina a little bit. Where was this one? Right here. Let's see. They're expecting it Sunday by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I got 5 more hours today. And that'll give me almost all day Sunday to get there. It's only 536 miles. It says 11 hours. So in theory, we should not have a problem by sleeping overnight. So this is got picked up at General Mills, wherever that is in Nashville. So we're going to go ahead and take this one right here. We're bringing nuts. What? That's perfect. considering. Let's go ahead and take this load. Actually, is it right next to us? That'd be kind of funny if it was this building right over here. Say goodbye to our aluminum cans. Let's see, we got... no, we'll go this way. And then we're going to go through the gate. Am I actually going to drive on the airport runway a little bit? Probably not. Oh, I got my minimal visor screen off. There we go, 6 miles out. Got the Home Depot over here. No train coming, hopefully. Get across the tracks. Oop, that might happen. I always hate when that happens when you get to a stoplight and you're turning right and you look at the traffic and they're just at a dead stop and like, alright, I'll go. And just as soon as you start rolling, they get a green light and they start going. And let's see, let's get around all you guys. I mean, that looks like a convoy and a half. Three miles, but over 12 minutes to get there. A lot of zigging and a zagging. Hopefully once we get our load, not that I'm trying to get out of Nashville, but hopefully the interstate's not too far. We can just get right on the interstate and get it moving. Speed limit is 65 on this road. So at first I was seeing the AI traffic coming the other way. I'm like, boy, that traffic isn't moving. Then I look at my GPS, I'm like, well, it does say 65 on this road. Yep, we're all just going to sit here and look at each other because there's no one coming off that road. Alright, me next. Me next. Thank you. My guess is where we're going to be at. I don't think the interstate's not quite near us. It's like a high school football field and track and field center. Let's get over here. $65 miles an hour here as well. Boy, Nashville, you guys like to get around apparently. There is a rest area right next to us, so maybe we're not that far from the interstate. Don't close the gate while I'm parked here, please. I appreciate it. Let's grab our nuts. Alright, we'll take those and we're... I'm going to Richmond with it? Is that where we're going? I think so. I don't know if there's a right way and a wrong way, but you know me, if I pick it, I'm always going the wrong way. I'm here to pick up some nuts. Thank you. And our trailer is Right there. Probably truckers in real life would like that too, because I've seen some truckers on YouTube where they pull into a big area with a lot of trailers, and they got to read the numbers on the trailers to find out which one is theirs, and that is not good. They probably would like to have the blinking white light above it or something to that nature. Alright, let's load her up and get on the road. Yeah, looks like we're kind of going right through the rest area and then maybe right on to an interstate. So I do like the fact that Nashville, the FedEx facility, is right at the airport. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I do believe like one of the biggest hubs for FedEx is at Nashville. At least in the States. Just keep an eye on my trailer and such. Yeah, we're getting through here. There's the garage, rest area, what have you, but we're not stopping because it's only midday for us. I was going to go. I'm sticking out a little bit too far here. No traffic coming, but let's not have our nose out there. So I'm saying about these mirrors on the Mack truck, they tend to block your view a little bit of traffic going either way. I did not see what load just came in because I was watching traffic, but I thought we were just, when I left, when I picked up this trailer, we were at 39,000. Now I'm at 45. So did someone just complete like a $6,000 delivery? Or were there two deliveries there and I just missed it? I don't remember. I thought I saw 39,000 not long ago. And that could have been before I delivered, so it would have been 2,000 that I delivered and got to 41, and someone did a $4,000 delivery. That's always possible. But yeah, are we going to Richmond with it? Yes, we're at Richmond, Virginia to Walmart with nuts. I didn't check. So it always seems like I'm grabbing like 35,000 pounds worth of stuff lately. So I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I don't think I need to get to a certain mileage tonight to try to get there tomorrow. I think we got plenty of time. I don't want to keep saying I got plenty of time because one of these days on the Coast to Coast map I'm going to get like a detour and it's going to add hundreds of miles to what I need to be doing. Let's go up through northern Tennessee, make our way over to the Virginias, and hopefully after we get to Richmond, Virginia, in next episode, we can head south through the Carolinas, and you know, if I find something to Florida, we'll just go around through the Carolinas, down into Florida, and then like we'll cut across like the coast, the southern coast. See what that has to offer, and head back to the Coast to Coast map. And I'm not going to try to plan that far ahead anymore because it's just not worth it. Because by the time, I mean, we're talking many loads out. But I like to at least let you know kind of my plan. And if you have a city you'd like me to go, quote unquote, visit, it'll give you a little bit of a heads up of the direction we're going, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get there. Seems like a lot of the speed limits in Tennessee, once you get on the interstate, is 70. And no, we're getting right into the action by getting off right here. No traffic coming, which is usually the case, but it's always good to look. And I'm going to get right into the middle lane. That way I don't have to worry about cars going off, coming on. Leaving the far left lane for the speedsters, the rabbits. Let's see, 5 hours. Let's see, I'm gonna get like half this trip done today. So I'm guessing, I don't know, by 11 o'clock tomorrow, we should be able to be in Richmond, Virginia, making this delivery. Let's just hope there's a lot of good scenery along the way. Well, I mean a lot of good scenery on the coast-to-coast map, as long as there's like trees on the side of the road like this. That barren look is it's okay for just a little bit, but after a while it's like, yeah, it's not much to look at here. Not much at all. So we are apparently on the I-40 northbound. It should be northbound. Always check your mirrors once in a while, just to get your surroundings. See if there's any vehicles around you. So we got some farmland on the side of the road. Billboards here and there. Chester's. I have no idea what Chester's is. I mean, there was a chicken on there, so I have a rough idea what Chester's might be. So, let me know if that's a real place or not. I don't know about Chester's. I think that's what it said, Chester's. Income, minus 38. What? Sorry, I know I drove into the other lane there for a second, but I just glanced down when I saw that going across the screen. One of my drivers has brought in minus $38. It didn't say my driver could not find the load and had to return empty, and cost of repair and fuel was so much. It just says driver income minus $38. I don't know what that's all about. Now, I wonder if that's a slight chance to where it's one of my drivers in Denver, to where they drove back to Denver, made a delivery, and maybe they went back to the garage to get the trailer. Oh, I thought it was turning off here somewhere because I saw the road divide and saw the red marker. It looks like it's just the interstate divides. And I'm going to continue. Now I need to get back in this lane. Minus $38. That's an interesting one. That's hopefully I can remember by the end of the day here. I'll double check to see if anyone's taken the trailer out of Denver. I think it's only the drivers in Denver that can take that trailer. Yeah, so far the scenery going through Tennessee is pretty decent. Am I getting off here? I think so. Yep, definitely taking the exit here. We all merge into one lane up here. Is that why traffic is a little slow, or what's the deal here? Nope. Okay, I guess we discovered Knoxville. What's with all the hay trailers in the past episode or two? Getting a lot of hay or straw. It's hard to tell. That might be. These might be straw trailers. With all the extra AI traffic we got added, it's kind of weird to see two of the same trailers side by side. So pretty soon here, once we get out of the traffic a little bit, we'll have to check. That's Cindy's job. Cindy's going to check to see where we're going to be laying our heads tonight, where exactly. This guy's just going to ride the fast lane, doing 60 and a 70. All right. I think these two are doing the slow down traffic routine. If they're traveling together, the one will get in the fast lane, one will get in the slow lane. They just like go very slow and just keep traffic behind them. I've heard of that being done before. I mean, I could scare the crap out of the guy in the slow lane, which I may do here shortly because I'm starting to get a little annoyed about this. Let's try the old trick here. Is it this one here? So, this used to be a thing. It seems like it was a thing. If you flash your high beams at the AI traffic in front of you, they used to move out of the way, but this one, not so much. Hey, Walmart. We're kind of going to Walmart. Alright, that guy just moved over a lane. So let's us go over a lane ourselves, I think. It's raining out. We actually get to use our wipers and see how the truck drives with rain tires on it. I don't have that much wear in the tires either, so we'll see how they kind of fare. I should just take it easy till I make sure they handle okay. That's what I like to see, a good amount of income coming in instead of $38 going out. Alright, so it's 2:30. We're kind of clear of all traffic. Looks like we're on 81, I would say eastbound. Let's go ahead and check the map. So about 2.5 hours, 3 hours-ish, and I've got one kind of triggered right here. No, let's go back to here because there's a fuel station here. That's only an hour and a half. So, oof. Yeah, this is interesting little. That's interesting right there. I'm kind of curious about that, why they put that in there. Well, unfortunately, well, this might be a good one. How's that? That's 3.5 hours out. So it's 3.5 hours or 1.5 hours. So, we're going to try to get here, as we see in the coast-to-coast map, doing 70 miles an hour. Maybe we can make up that time. Oh, what I should do is do the trick that we kind of learned last episode. Let's pause the game for just a second. Come on down here. We'll click the flag. Alright, and let's resume, because now our minimal visor is going to give us how far it is to our checkpoint. So right now, I'd be driving an hour and 14 minutes over my drive time, but we'll dig into that. It's all interstate there, so I think it's going to be kind of close. So you can keep an eye on that down there. We're 170 miles out. But so far, I'm pretty happy with the coast-to-coast map over here. It's, as you can see, it's done over a lot better than a lot of areas that we've been to on the northern parts, and some, like through Missouri, was kind of not there, I guess you could say. But a lot of work needs to go into these maps, and all the work they've done, I do appreciate it. I'm not trying to put them down or anything by saying it's kind of vague or barren in the north half. I mean, that's a lot of map to be modeling and all that. I don't know how many people are actually modding the coast-to-coast map on their free time when they do it, but I do appreciate it. In the beginning days of ATS, the coast-to-coast map was very... I mean, I couldn't wait for that to finally come out when it did. Because like I said, when ATS first came out, we just had California and Nevada. And then about a month or 2 months later, Arizona was a free DLC. And at first, like, oh, California and Nevada, that's going to keep me busy for a while. But after about 20 trips going around California and Nevada, it's like, yeah. So now it's good to get away once in a while. Get away to the East Coast here. Hello, Kingsport. And we're coming up to the state line. I do believe I see the names on the state line, so thought I saw it there. Maybe not. Oh well. I don't see no welcome to sign yet. But so far, I would say the truck's handling really good in the rain. What I'm talking about, the last few days of the Volvo truck, but we have to mention this at least. The tires on the truck then were like at 35% worn. And in the rain, that truck was not handling good at all. And so far, this one's handling good. Actually, it feels kind of good to be driving in the rain, because it's been a while since we had this. I'm pretty sure when December rolls around here in real life, I'll probably switch it over to snow once in a while. But I'm also not going to go ahead and drive in the snow down in the southern parts of the country. That would just seem a little bit weird. So it looks like we're getting ready to enter Virginia. Virginia is for lovers. I'm just saying. And even the sign says so. Nice little welcome area there. That looks nicely done over. Alright, so how are we doing here? So I got about another hour of drive time-ish. And I am picking up some time, but it's just a little bit past. But it's not going to be too bad at least. May get there at 20 past 5. I'm going to guess 20 past 5 is when we'll get there. So just a little bit of time over. But that's not too bad. Actually, I'm kind of glad, you know, I was saying I'd like to get to the Carolinas. But I'm kind of glad we are going up to Virginia, up into Richmond. It looks like it's done over nicely so far. $70 more miles and we'll be to our rest area, which is a fuel stop. I see a helicopter above, which usually means probably an accident, so I better slow down and move over. Yep. Well, I'm not sure if it's an accident or just a traffic stop. Doesn't look like an ordinary traffic stop. And now we're just coming to a crawl. I can turn the wipers off. Not sure why the bus is taking its sweet time, but I get it. Maybe he doesn't know where he is. He or she. Who's ever driving the bus. stay over in this lane just for a moment because I don't know my surroundings too well. Meaning I don't know what's around me for traffic. And there's a car in that lane, so... Is that car... Yeah, it's still over there. It'd still be over there. I just want to get over because we're only 40 miles out of our rest area. I think I got room to get in. Slowly move over. Yeah, being able to use that minimal advisory screen at the bottom to use them to checkpoints, that's coming in handy. It's only been last episode in this one, but it's definitely coming in handy to kind of know. The only thing is I can't quite see once I get there how many more miles I'm going to have to Richmond. Alright, we're kind of... I'm going to hit the brakes and kind of let some of this traffic... Or is it 3 lanes? Might be 3 lanes here. Yep, it's 3 lanes here. Guessing this might be a rest area showing up on the screen. Yep. So not too bad. Just a little bit over, but I mean, not going to get much better than that. I don't. Well, I mean, you can get a little bit better than that, but that's. I think this is reasonable. So far, yeah, I'm kind of happy. We, like I said, it came up through the Virginia area. Because it's done over nicely. Go get some diesel fuel and park this vehicle for the night. Make sure we got the lock on the back of the doors of the trailer because I don't want no one touching my nuts. Gotta make sure my nuts are safe. Alright, so usually I'm guessing I need to take the second entrance. Yep, do not enter. Alright, how much is diesel fuel in the Virginia area? $2.41. I'm still a little baffled about that $38 that one of my drivers didn't, you know. I'm not sure. That was a weird one. Alright, let's go and park out back somewhere. Just trying to get a rough idea what the parking... Okay, I kind of know the parking here. And we're just going to go ahead and park right into here, I think. Now, it's not quite underneath the lights. I always say don't park underneath lights, but we are close to it. But I don't think no bird's going to be able to perch on that and poop on our beautiful Mack truck. It's too far away. We don't want no poop on our truck. Let me hit that button so I don't accidentally teleport the truck somehow. Trailer manager. It is being used. And I think that is a driver that charges $38. So my guess is he came back to Denver, wherever he made a delivery. He got paid, and then he had to drive from there back to the shop to get the trailer. So that will work out. How's the profit for the past 7 days? So not long ago, our profit for 7 days was right around 100,000. We're now up to 120. I thought we had 16 drivers. It's actually 14. All right, well, whatever. Not too bad. Yeah, but we're now saving up the money to get ourselves another truck and another driver. But we are now somewhere in Virginia. Where did I actually stop at? Not that I'm going to remember. Looks like we're in Salem. Salem, West Roanoke. Roanoke, whatever. That's where we are. Just west of Daleville. Salem. I know how to say Salem. Yeah, we're just going to go up to Virginia. Yeah, so it looks like they did Virginia over. You can kind of tell by the roads and how many like little towns here. Then when you get up to Pennsylvania, you just got the major cities. Not any small cities. And hopefully after we get to Richmond, we can take the I-95 down. We'll see how far down we go, depending on what we get for loads. And it looks like I did take, is that I-10? It is I-10. We took the I-10 westbound all the way to Baton Rouge-ish and then went up to Texas. But we're going to try to make our way back over to the West Coast. But I really haven't touched on the northwestern region of Nevada lately. But I'm getting way ahead of myself because, I mean, that's going to be like 1 episode, 2 episodes, 3, maybe 4, then 5. And, I mean, that's a long time before we get back to the West Coast. So we'll have to see how that goes. But anyways, that is going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator. But until then, have a good one.